I wanted to know what other clothes, common clothes, we should be aware of that might have Shatnez, other than jackets.
Clothes that have Shatnez, there's a list that's published usually every year. I could post it later on. There is a organization that lists different rabbis that are certified Shatnez experts. There are different, a lot of people could check for Shatnez, but there are not that many people that are actual experts. Now, to be an expert doesn't necessarily require you to be a genius. To be an expert, you have to have a lab. You have to have an actual lab. There are a lot of people that say, oh yeah, rabbis, that say, oh, I'll check your Shatnez, and they check with their eyes. Unfortunately, that's no longer enough. You actually have to have a lab, you have to have the right tools in order to check for Shatnez. Because the law in the U.S. and other countries allows them certain room for them to not disclose everything that's in your clothes. For example, in the U.S., if their material of a certain clothing or piece of clothing is less than a certain percentage, they don't have to disclose it at all. So it could say 100% polyester, but in reality it's nowhere near. It's 92% polyester, and there's some this, and there's some that, and there's some that. But all those other ones that they added to it are less than 1 or 2%, so they don't have to disclose it at all if they don't want to. So that means that you cannot trust the tag at all. You cannot trust the tag at all. Now there are certain things that are on that list that are things that always are at risk to having Shatnez. Number one being the suit. A male suit has, it's very common for it to have Shatnez, specifically in the collar. So anytime that you check for Shatnez, you'll see that the rabbi opens the collar, usually leaves it open, and checks what it is. And the reason why, because there's a certain material that makes the collar harder. They use Shatnez for that. So they'll check a couple of spots inside the jacket, on the collar area. Those are usually the common places that there is Shatnez. But sometimes it's in different places. You could also, there's certain boots. There was a problem with Uggs, the manufacturer Uggs, where some of them were verified to have Shatnez in them, in the boots. And many Jewish women were like these extremely ugly boots. Especially in the north, in New York and New Jersey, in the places where they have snow and they have bad taste for boots, they love these boots. And you had a lot of Jewish women, religious Jewish women, not only having ugly boots, but also having Shatnez, making a sin for every second they have it on. So this is a problem. It's a very serious problem. Not ugliness. I'm talking about the Shatnez part. Ugliness is, a matter of taste. Maybe it's good for modesty. People run away from you. You wear those ugly boots. But anyway, so jackets in general, you should always check. Certain types of pants, certain manufacturers. The list is relatively big. I can publish the list later today or tomorrow on the Facebook page, on the WhatsApp groups, and send it to you guys. You can review it. And in there also, you will see on this list that there is a list of rabbis with their phone numbers and where they're located that can check your stuff. And they're certified by this organization. You should only go to those people. You should only go to those people because you know that they have the right tools. They have the right tools, and they apparently care enough about this that they go and get certified every so often and make sure that they're up to date with everything. Even though this can be done by the average Joe, you don't want to take the risk with it because Shatnez is one of those things where it's every single second that you're wearing it, it's a sin. So much so that Gemara says, if you know somebody's wearing Shatnez, in the middle of the street, you know he's wearing Shatnez, you have to take off his jacket, off of his body. It's not your jacket, it's his jacket. Take off his jacket off of his body. Take off the Shatnez off him. That's how much of a sin it is. It's like fire. It's like he's on fire, he doesn't know it. So the point being is that you have to check. You have to check your stuff. It's not overly expensive per item, but it gets expensive because usually you have to check for a lot of stuff. But look at that list. There are certain things that are prone to have Shatnez. There's certain things you don't even have to check at all because they usually don't have Shatnez. You look at that list and you'll know what to do. The point is that it's very, very smart to do that for every Jew because again, we already make enough sins that we know about. We don't need to make a bunch of sins that we don't know about.